Hey, it's Lauren at Holy Beautiful. Today we're going to do a little chit chat about how I get my eyelashes so big. And it really boils down to a few key things, so let's jump in. I use Rapid Lash Serum. I've tried various serums over the years. Some of them have irritated my eyelids, made my eyes bloodshot. I have found this one to be the most gentle and cost-effective out of all of the lash serums that I've used. Normally this retails for $50. Amazon usually has it for roughly $30, and then sometimes on Costco you can find two for $50, which is a really great buy. But I put this on just at nighttime at the very base of my eyelashes and let it dry and go to sleep. And in the morning I wash it off and start my morning routine. And I would say probably within 4 to 6 weeks is when I kind of started to notice my eyelashes were getting longer, and then probably around the 8-week mark is when they really kind of reached their full potential. And I don't have them curled right now, but you can still see them and they're relatively long even without anything on them. The second tip that I have for you is when you are putting on your makeup, curl your lashes. You add all this extra length onto them, and a lot of us, like myself, our lashes are not super curved, so go in with a good eyelash curler, one that's not going to pinch your lashes or break them off. I really like the Kevin Aquan. I've had this one for a couple years now, and I'm going to get really close and personal with you. So when I curl my lashes, I do it in 3 phases. And this helps the curl to last. So what you do is start really close at the base, crimp. Notice I'm not pinching and pumping the handle on this. Go to the middle of the lash, and then on the very last portion I kind of rotate it a little bit, and you can see how much that really stands those lashes up, so they're much more visible, and it just opens the eye up a lot more too. So we'll repeat this on the other side. Start at the base, don't pinch your eyelid, go to the middle of the lash, and then on that very last one just rotate a little bit. And even that makes such a big difference on the lashes without even putting mascara on. Now we'll talk about some mascara, because this is one of my favorite types of product, mascara. I am a mascara hound. I'm always looking for the best one, and I have the problem with mascara smudging all over my brow bone. Not so much under my eyes, but because of my eyes being a little more deep set and my lashes are longer now with a lash serum, they touch my brow bone. And certain formulas are too oily, and so it causes a lot of smudges. But today I'm going to do a little demo. This is the YSL The Curler mascara, and I'm going to show you how to make the most out of your eyelashes to really get them to stand out. And I particularly like wands that are curved like this. The reason being, your eye is not straight. It is a curved, round object, so having a lash wand like this, it hugs the eye a lot better, and you're going to get a lot closer to the base of those lashes, which really helps to make them look nice and thick. So I'm going to get right up in here, and when I apply my mascara, I almost try to feel those bristles touching my eyelid, because that's how you know you're getting them really nice and close and they are hugging that lash line. And I wiggle and I comb through. You'll notice I'm kind of rotating this wand in different ways to get it to coat those lashes in a way that I want. You really want to make sure that you're pulling through the tips of those lashes. But look at that, that is with one coat of mascara. And so when you have a really great foundation with naturally getting your lashes to be a little bit longer with a serum and then curling them, it makes such a huge difference in opening up the eye. And especially on this first coat, I tend to take my time a little bit more than the second coat because you're really creating that foundation and fanning out the lashes and getting them kind of prepped and primed to build up some volume with that second coat. So we'll go in again, same thing. Make sure you can feel those bristles kind of touching the eyelid where the root of those lashes are. Make them really nice and full. There we go. And I actually want to separate that eye out a little bit because I feel like it's not quite as wispy and defined as this side. So I'm going to take a lash curler. This is one from Trim and it's curved, so it's shaped more like your eye, so you can really get close. And the reason I like this one versus like a straight across type of lash separator is you can go up underneath them, so you're not pulling them down and pulling that curl out, which I think is really, really important. But we're gonna go in with a second coat on each eye, and I'm gonna do a little bit on the bottom lashes too. All right, we've got 2 coats on, and I bumped just a little bit on some different spots. So my tip for that is wait for your mascara to dry and then go in with some type of a brush, and you can just kind of fluff off any of those bumps that you make. So let's check and see. We're good on this eye. Just over here. And you can see they just flake right off. That way you're not gonna disturb the rest of your makeup, which is nice. Okay, there we have it. I love this mascara, it's so beautiful. Okay, moving on to my next tip. This one is very, very important. So when you are taking your makeup off, be very, very gentle around your eyes. I recommend, sometimes I'll oil cleanse and I'll put a little bit of oil around my eyes, let that sit, and then I take a foaming cleanser and wash all of that off, and it helps to remove that makeup. But you don't want to tug on your eyelashes, especially if you are using a serum to get them to grow. You don't want to counteract that by pulling them all out while you're taking off your makeup. The same thing goes for if you have on like some false lashes. Take a little Q-tip with a little bit of oil on it, run it along where that glue is adhering it to your eyelid, and let that dissolve a little bit, because that way you're not going to be pulling your eyelashes out when you're pulling that lash strip off. But basically, those are my top tips. I use a lash serum. I use a really nice eyelash curler that doesn't break off my lashes. I'm gentle while I am curling with them. I make sure that I have a good mascara that's going to really lengthen and separate. I use a lash separator when needed to get them to really fan out and flare out so they're not clumpy. And I'm very gentle with them when I am washing my face and taking off my makeup. So I hope that this is a really helpful tutorial for you guys. I'm a big fan of big lashes, and I am so excited to share all these tips with you because I get asked about my eyelashes a lot. So if this was helpful, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.